My sister-in-law keeps finding ways to make my big moments about her. What she did at my baby shower felt like the last straw. I, 32F, really need to get this off my chest because I feel like I'm constantly questioning my own sanity. My husband, Mark, 33M, is truly a wonderful guy, and we're expecting our first baby, a girl, in a couple of months. It should be such a happy time, but his sister, Chloe, 30F, has this way of, well, making things difficult. It's like a pattern. Whenever there's an event that's important to me or us, something happens with Chloe that shifts the focus or just casts a shadow. It's always framed as an accident, or her being forgetful or clumsy, and if I ever seem upset, I'm made to feel like I'm being overly sensitive. Mark tends to give her the benefit of the doubt, saying she's just a bit ditzy or doesn't mean any harm. And I've tried, I really have, to believe that. For example, at our engagement party, she tripped and spilled a dark drink all over the light-colored dress I was wearing. Lots of apologies, of course. For my bachelorette, which my friends planned, she mixed up the dates and booked her travel for the wrong day, causing a lot of stress and last-minute changes to accommodate her. She was mortified about it. At our wedding, she was a bridesmaid, and right before the ceremony, there was a huge drama because she realized she'd forgotten a crucial piece of her outfit, like specific jewelry that was part of the bridesmaid look, leading to a frantic search and delaying things. I've always tried to just smooth it over, say it's okay. Mark usually does too. But my baby shower last weekend just felt different. My best friend, Jess, and my mom hosted it, and it was supposed to be a really lovely, relaxed afternoon with close friends and family. I was actually enjoying myself. Chloe arrived a bit late, apologizing about getting lost, even though she knows the area. Then, while we were all chatting and I was opening some gifts, she started telling this long, very detailed, and quite harrowing story about a friend of a friend who had a really traumatic birth experience recently. She didn't just mention it briefly. She went into graphic detail. The kind of details no pregnant woman, especially a first-time mom a few weeks from her due date, wants to hear. She talked about complications, emergency interventions, the baby's distress, the whole 9 yards. She told it with this air of, oh, it was just so awful, I can't stop thinking about it, but she was looking right at me for a good part of it. The mood in the room just plummeted. You could feel the discomfort. A couple of my friends tried to gently change the subject, but Chloe just kept going, almost like she didn't notice, or didn't care, that she was making everyone, especially me, incredibly anxious. I felt my heart start to race, and I could barely concentrate on anything else. Jess eventually had to very firmly interrupt her and steer the conversation elsewhere. Later, when Chloe was apologizing to me privately for maybe oversharing, she said, "Oh, I just thought, it's good to be prepared for anything. I didn't mean to scare you." But her eyes had that same flicker I've seen before, like she knew exactly what she was doing. When Mark and I talked about it later, he initially said, well, maybe she was just trying to be helpful in her own way. You know Chloe, she doesn't always think things through. And that's when I just felt so defeated. I asked him, Mark, how is telling a pregnant woman terrifying birth stories at her own baby shower helpful? How is that anything but incredibly insensitive and thoughtless, at best? He did concede it was bad timing and poorly judged, but I still don't think he fully gets the pattern of her behavior. It's not one big, obvious thing. It's this constant drip, drip, drip of accidents and thoughtless comments that always seem to happen when I'm supposed to be happy or celebrating something. The story at the shower wasn't as overtly sabotage-y as a wrongly named blanket, but it was just as effective at ruining the moment and planting a seed of fear and anxiety right when I'm at my most vulnerable. I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of having to brace myself for what she might do next. I haven't said anything more to Chloe, but I can't just keep pretending this is normal or acceptable. I don't want this kind of energy around me or my baby. It's not about wanting a fight, it's about wanting some peace and respect, especially now. This latest incident has really made me feel like I need to draw a line.